Okay, so today I'm going to be looking at this Acer Aspire system that has been given to me to try and fix. Basically, I've been told that when you plug it in and you press the power button, absolutely nothing happens. So straight off the bat I'm thinking power supply, but we'll have a look at that and see if that's what the problem is. Now the system itself is an Acer Aspire X3995. It's got an Intel Core i3-2120, built-in graphics, 2GB of DDR3, a 500GB hard drive, DVD drive. So it's small form factor, so I'm thinking it's probably going to be quite a small power supply, not your standard ATX size, so that might be an issue trying to find a replacement. So yeah, we'll get this opened up and have a look at it. Right, so first thing I'm going to do is plug the power in. Now, this is a brand new cable I'm using, so it won't be a fuse or anything because I know this cable works. Okay, so that's in, and so there's absolutely nothing at all, which is what he said was going to happen. So, right, let's have a look and see if we can get this working. So what I need to do is unplug it. Okay, so let's get this case open and have a quick look inside. Okay, looking inside, we've got the power supply, which is here. It's a Light-On 80 plus bronze certified model. It's got the model number on there, so I'll be able to look that up online. It looks like a standard 24 pin ATX connector on there and a 4 pin CPU connector down here. So I'm just going to unplug everything from the power supply. I'm actually going to take the power supply out and do a test on it. It'd probably be an idea to take some of the drives out first. So that's the power supply removed. Now what I'm going to do, I've got a spare ATX power supply which is going to be compatible with this board. So I'm going to try that. Obviously it won't fit in the case, but at least that will tell us whether or not the power supply is working or if it's faulty. So to test it, all I've got is a Novatech power station, 400 watt. ATX should be enough for this, and it's 80 plus certified. It's not bronze or gold or anything, but it'll do the job for what I want to do with it. Now I'm just going to test it with the 4-pin going in and the ATX. I'm not going to hook up any of the drives, and this should give us an indication as to what's wrong with the other power supply. Okay, so now that's plugged into the 24-pin and the 4-pin CPU power connector, and I can plug this into the power. We'll press the power button, see what happens. So that pretty much proves that the power supply is dead. Now I've got a couple of options here. I can try and maybe transplant this board into another case that will fit the bigger power supply, or I can see how much one of these light on power supply a replacement for that's going to be. So let's have a quick look at that online. So on Amazon, looking at about £64 including delivery. There's some used ones on eBay for about £20. My big question over using a used one is how long is that going to actually last? But I'll speak to him and I'll see what he wants to do. So okay, so now it's a few days later and I've been on eBay and managed to pick up a used power supply. Hopefully it's okay. I haven't had a chance to test it yet, but we're going to put it in and see if that gets the whole thing working. But before I do that, I'm going to get a good blast of air with my CompuCleaner. Now I picked this up off Amazon quite a while ago now. I'll leave some details to that in the description below. So let's get on with that then. Right, that's blown an absolute load of crap out of it, so let's get on with fitting the new power supply. Right, so I've hooked up the 24-pin ATX power supply and the 4-pin CPU power. I haven't screwed it in yet because I want to just test that it is actually working before I do that. So if we plug that in and keep your fingers crossed. Yes. Right, so far so good. I'll screw that back in. Obviously I'll run some extra tests, make sure it's running okay, make sure that Windows is fully up to date and everything before I give it back to the owner. So there we go, a nice easy fix there. All I had to do was swap out the old power supply for one that was working. Now I managed to pick one up used off eBay for just under £20, so as far as I'm concerned, absolute bargain. I also gave it a quick clean out with my CompuCleaner Data Vac, which is a fantastic little bit of kit. I'll leave links to that in the description below. Now I have completely reinstalled Windows. It did take a good amount of time on this old i3. It's an i3 2120 in there. It did take a little bit of time, but there's absolutely no issues whatsoever. I'm going to leave it running for a while to make sure that the power supply is working and functioning 100% properly. But yeah, that's it. It is working, and I'm really pleased that we haven't had to fork out a load more to get it up and running. So give this video a like if you liked it. Got loads more videos coming very soon. Best way not to miss any of those is to subscribe below. Doesn't cost a thing, and if you click the bell notification icon, you'll be told every time I upload a new video. Speaking of videos, why not watch one of our other videos on the left hand side of the screen right now. So thanks for watching, and I will see you later.